It is opening night. A huge night for both sets of fans. Match day one in the UEFA Champions League. Who will get off to a flying start? Stay tuned, we'll have all the action for you live here on EA TV. And hello from a city that stands right on the border with Germany and France. But nevertheless, we are in Switzerland, in Basel. I'm Derek Ray here on the commentary position, joined by Lee Dixon. And this is where it all starts in the UEFA Champions League. The group stage and match day one. My goodness, so much to look forward to. It is Basel against Borussia Dortmund.
Well, Derek, I hope you...
And attempting the through ball. An early goal. It is the ideal opening. So back in business in this match. And Borussia Dortmund hold the lead. And now passing it through. Well, first-rate goalkeeping.
Oh, he can't believe the goalkeeper saved that. That's brilliant. Well, Derek, he's trying to make himself heard down there. Very difficult to hear the coach from the sidelines. It's still very tight, this game.
It has gone over the touchline for what will be a throw-in. And scope for the cross. Gnabry. It's there for him. He's gone for power, Lee, but it's wide.
Well, no real direction, but the power was there. And you're right, it's just gone past the post.
Match day one in the Champions League, always exciting. And as soon as the teams were drawn into this particular group, we all thought, my goodness, that's a hard one to predict the outcome of.
Oh, well, the so-called group of death, it really is a competitive one, this one. Imperative you get off to a good start. You don't want to be playing catch-up when there's two teams like that ahead of you.
Sancho now. Gnabry with it. Mikel Merino. Maya. Brown. And Edouard with it. Getting forward. It's neat passing, confidence on the ball. And the ball with Oberlin. Now Kapustka. Well, that's very smart defending, and now they have the ball again. Gnabry with it. Mikel Merino. Odsonne Edouard. He has time to play it over. It did look as though it was rather a fruitful avenue, but nothing doing. I believe there's been a goal in the Monaco game. Alan McInally can fill us in.
It's a goal for Monaco. It's been scored by Sebastian Haller. A well-placed curling effort from the corner of the box, striking the inside of the frame on its way in. 70 minutes played, 1-1.
Alan McInally with his finger on the pulse. Dealing with the threat that was real. Maya. Crossing possibilities. The ball with Maya. What can he do from here? Perry Ing has it. And the ball with Oberlin. Matimiko Pululu. Now Kapustka. Quick thinking to dispossess his opponent. Thuram. Maya. Plenty of forward momentum here, but can they produce? Read it superbly to take back possession. Campo in possession. An incisive pass. Cross with himself based on the position he had taken up.
Well, yeah, it was poor technique, wasn't it? Thrashed at it a little bit, went for power.
Mattia Caldara. Well, really, in this great competition, there's been continuity since season 2003-2004. The same format. Remember, there used to be a second group stage once upon a time, Lee?
Well, it did, and simply it didn't work. I think the format now is certainly...
Has a go. And how about that for reflex action?
Perfect goalkeeping. He waited, and then look at him spring.
Corner kick played in. Can he put it away? Well, a header that was frankly miles off target.
Well, technically, that was awful.
And that's an important intervention.
Dortmund possession stats, very impressive indeed. They've created a lot from midfield. Their forwards are having a field day. Coach will be really happy with the creativity, but he'll be even happier if he can extend their lead now.
Excellent vision. Keeper did his job to begin with. Into the goalkeeper's grateful grasp at the second time of asking, but first time around, it was a good deal more complicated.
Oh, it was a fabulous save initially. He gets the ball in the end with great relief.
Serge Gnabry. Brown. Well, they get high marks for that move, but they couldn't make it count. Well, that is how to run at defenders. It's a weighted pass. And a goal here for Borussia Dortmund. Can they be stopped? It's going their way, 2-0. Extremely sloppy in possession. Well, they've jumped in front, Lee. That's the most important thing. Your assessment so far?
Well, it's all going well for Dortmund, just. It's a tight game, isn't it? Control of the ball is key when it's like this. They have the players to do it for sure, though. But they'll be the happier, the two sets of players leading up to half-time.
Thuram. Good use of the ball, but can they trouble the defence? Marcus Thuram. It's got to be! The goals keep going in for them. I don't think they're going to throw this away now. Absolutely omnipotent. The ball rolling again in what has been an utterly one-sided match. An authoritative challenge. Really a very poor ball. Can they trouble the opposition this time? Borussia Dortmund have given it away. Fruitful looking attack. And now passing it through. Just couldn't capitalise there. Well, we're picking him out for a reason. He's having a terrific game in attack, Lee.
Well, Derek is what I used to call a pest. Never lets up, always asking questions of you as a defender. Questions you don't normally have the answer to. That's why he gets some...
Now Saúl Salcedo. Jadon Sancho. A chance there. And so the second half of this Champions League group stage matchday 1 contest commences. Maya. Brown. Gnabry. Quick thinking to dispossess his opponent. No real threat, you've got to say. Sancho now. Mikel Merino. Jadon Sancho. Gnabry with it. And that was a very fine read. Well, a big Bundesliga match for you to look forward to here on EA TV. It's Borussia Dortmund versus Köln.
Yeah, that looks a great match-up, doesn't it? Looking forward to some fast-flowing football there. Dortmund in total control of the possession. If you don't control the ball in midfield, it's very difficult to have enough of the ball to create chances for your strikers, and really has been a dominant performance.
And very deftly cut out. Mikel Merino. Almost weighing up the opposition with a string of neat passes. Gomez. It's with Mikel Merino. Giving the ball to the opposition that time. Barcelona have been very busy on the transfer front. The contract situation ironed out. And he could be available very soon, Lee.
Well, Derek, I've heard the fee's around £75 million. That's the type of money you have to pay for...
There's a slide rule pass. And Dortmund will go to the bench. Brown. Serge Gnabry. Oh, they're sitting ever deeper. Sancho. Well, they're keeping their opponents moving and guessing. Well, the conditions look pretty good for the counter-attack. Now Kapustka. And 30 minutes left for play in this match. Serge Gnabry. Jadon Sancho. Can they switch to an even higher gear? Not getting anxious when they have the ball. A fine block. Might be able to produce from this position. It's opening up for them. Read it magnificently and intercepted. Now they've lost it. Passes like that, very much in his repertoire. Dangerous looking attack. Here's Oberlin. Excellent challenge. And it's played into the centre. And a no-nonsense clearance. Getting use of a goal in the Everton game. Alan?
It's a third goal for Everton. 68 minutes played. 3-1.
Thanks as ever for the update, Alan. Happy just to retain the ball in their own half and draw out the opposition. Dortmund unable to keep it. Afimiko Pululu. Well, they're on the scent of something positive. Sancho now. Ndidi. Jadon Sancho. And Edouard with it. Serge Gnabry. The delivery. It should be. A case of foiling the opposition by whatever means. Well, both teams have had substitutes swarming up. And now both will rely on their respective benches. Fist on ball. Well, on the volley, that's not how he had planned it in his mind.
No, he certainly saw the ball going in a different direction than it went in.
15 minutes remaining. Well, in the second half here, and it's almost, Lee, a case of whatever they've touched has turned to goals.
Well, for Dortmund, the creative teamwork has really come together tonight. The players are all on the same hymn sheet. The flow, the movement, absolutely brilliant.
They've given it away. Kapustka. Now, let's see what they can do here. Caldara. Ndidi. Mattia Caldara. The ball with Maya. Brown. Serge Gnabry. They've regained possession. That's a fairly easy save for any keeper to make. Kapustka. And possession lost, intercepted. Is it going to end up being productive for them? Well, the threat was very real. Marvellous defending. Ndidi. Maya. Now Ndidi. Well, you can absolutely sense the frustration growing in the opposition camp. They can't get near the ball. Possession changes hands. The interception there. The electronic board has been held aloft. 2 additional minutes here. Might still be able to do a bit of damage. Well, he's given it away. Firing it in. Well, it was straight at the keeper, but technically good goalkeeping. Full time then, and the ideal start.
Welcome to you all. We are in Dortmund today at the Signal Iduna Park, and a lovely day it is for this fixture. Bartley Tyler here along with Alan Smith. Action from the Bundesliga in just a few moments' time. Borussia Dortmund against Cologne.
I love visiting this ground. Rarely been disappointed with the entertainment on offer. Don't think I will be today either.
It's about decision here. Which player is he going to pass it to? This is the Borussia Dortmund lineup. Pau Lopez in goal. Serge Gnabry plays with Jadon Sancho out wide. They should get some goals, really, with this attacking lineup. 3 attackers. Cologne will play with these players today. I think that back four is really important for them. They've got to be strong and solid, but they've got a bit of protection, haven't they?
They have. They should have more than enough. I mean, they're all good defenders in their own rights, but in front of them, they've got players who are going to be working really hard. Whether they can be a threat on the front foot, we'll wait and see.
We are going to watch today the leading league scorers in Borussia Dortmund.
Yeah, these home fans have been treated to some fantastic football and great goals.
Into the attacking third. He's blocked the shot well. Gelson Martins trying to catch the other team out with a quick break here. decisively. Now Marino. Jadon Sancho. That's another turnover here. Now it's Thuram. Here's Thuram. Excellent interception. Excellent tackle, and the result is a throw. And that's good defending. He really had to deal with that. Could have really hurt the team now. Now Brown. Serge Gnabry. That's a good challenge. Read the play well to intercept. They've seen the shot. Brave blocking. Jacobs. Schaub. He's won it back easily. Probing the pass. Gelson Martins. Just rushed it a little bit. Could have relaxed a bit more.
Yeah, and he seemed to be off balance when he hit it.
Joe Gomez. Now it's Thuram. Gomez. Now Brown. Let's get a quick update on the Bayer Leverkusen game from Alan McInally with a goal to tell us about Alan.
It's a goal for Bayer Leverkusen.
Dangerously, Borussia Dortmund. It's become a rather defensive policy here for the team that's camped really in its own half at them. Looking for goal now. Well, they set up to defend Alan, but they've conceded after all.
Yeah, you can say that they invited that pressure, that the goal was coming. And now, really, they've got to change their attitude, haven't they?
Well, individual inspiration, I think, here, Alan.
Well, you didn't think he got the space, got the time with so many defenders around him, but that one-touch finish was a beauty.
Another angle on it here. So the first goal, it's 1-0. Played down the wing, keeping the wide attack going. Really strong tackle, and the ball's gone out for a throw. In with a chance. The keeper stops it. There could be a follow-up now. It'll be a throw. No-nonsense clearance from the defender. It's a real opportunity to get it into the middle. There's still danger here after this half clearance. That looked very good indeed, but the move has broken down. Now Gnabry. Excellent attacking work from Dortmund. Referee's pointed for a goal kick. Some goal news for you from the Bayern Munich game from Alan McInally.
It's a goal for Hoffenheim. 31 minutes played. 1-0.
And we're back here again thanks to Alan McInally. Well, that's not so much an interception as a poor pass. Mikel Merino. Now Gnabry. Now Merino. Won it back with an interception. Tight scenario here on the ball. He's got possession back for his team. As for Borussia Dortmund, I think they'll believe that if you're in front when you're not playing at full capacity, it's not too bad a situation to be in. Of course, if they do let the standards slip a little bit more, then the second half could be a problem for them. But I fancy them to push on from this after the break. Louis Schaub. Read that well with the interception. Likes to come into this area. They'll want him further up front, though, as the game develops, I'm sure. Back in very familiar surroundings today is Alan McInally. And news of a goal in the Bayern match, Alan.
It's a goal for Bayern Munich. 41 minutes played. 1-1.
Eagle eyes, as always, from Alan McInally. Louis Schaub. Jacobs. He's won it back easily. Now Marino. Now Gnabry. Well, they are in the lead and they are on the ball, but in their own half at the moment. Referee has chosen to add on 2 extra minutes. Set up to play on the break now. Careless there. Well, the referee has signalled for half-time. Referee blows, and we're off for the second half. Here they are, still probing away. He could cross it from here. Saw the direction of the pass. In the clear in front of goal. Saved by the keeper, but not decisively. Now Brown. Had a dig, but didn't really dig deep enough to get the reward.
Yeah, over-ambitious to say the least, that one.
And the next Bundesliga game for this home side, you'll be able to see with us on EA Sports. Join us for that. And it's going to be a throw here. The manager's going to bring on a fresh player now. Saraki. Jacobs. Marcelo Saraki. Out to a wide man who's got room. A couple of teammates up in support. That is a terrific header. Unlucky it's just off target.
They generated some power on it, and the keeper wasn't getting there.
How about Cologne's next game, Alan?
Oh, they're playing Hertha Berlin in the next match. Martin in the Bundesliga. So much at stake, and I think it will be tense and tight.
Back the possession by Cologne. This does look promising. Keeping calm in the pursuit of an equalising goal here, not panicking. And there is going to be a substitution now for Borussia Dortmund. Here's Brown. Well, we have heard from our sources inside Liverpool Football Club that the deal is done. I think it's out on the official media platforms now. They have made their signing.
And he is a good player. He's got plenty of excellent years ahead of him in my books. That £65 million, that ballpark figure, I think they won't live to regret it.
Well, the assistant has flagged straight away for the offside.
Well, he's a quick runner, this boy, and if he just delays it for a second, you'd still get in.
Well, we're two-thirds of the way through the 90 minutes, half an hour to go. That's good passing, probing. Interception here. Here's Thuram. able to make the interception. It's gone out for a throw. It's going to make a change, and it's clearly a tactical one. There doesn't seem to be any injury involved. Goal news from the Bayer Leverkusen game from Alan McInally.
It's a third goal for Bayer Leverkusen. 66 minutes played, 3-0.
And we're back here again, thanks to Alan McInally. He's got the technique to deal with the press. Here's Thuram. Saraki. Great tackling technique to win the ball cleanly. I don't know whether the managers told them to do this, but they're just defending deep and saying to the opposition, you can... Opportunity here! The last line of defence, but how strong he was. Gomez. Well, let's get up to date with what's happening at Bayern Munich with Alan McInally and news of a goal.
It's a second goal for Bayern Munich.
Got to it somehow.
What a stop! That was heading right into the corner.
Corner's taken. Throw in to come. They read the opponent's mind and got the ball. Alan McInally, our man on the spot there, but we've had to break away from him. Apologies for that. Bayern Munich did score in that game, and they are winning 2-1. Could whip it in from here. From the corner, Cologne hoping that they can make a chance to equalise in the match. Corner played in. All peters out rather for them. He has cleared it well. Gelson Martins. Really gone to blast it goalwards, but it's into the crowd.
Yeah, that's not a great one.
Ndidi. Mattia Caldara. He's won it back easily. Borussia Dortmund have been the better side, there's no disputing that, and they've had this match in their pocket really, in full control. One of their better passers, and he's given it away here. Got to pass the ball a bit better than this if they're going to make progress. Gonna try one now, and he's put it away beautifully. It's another chance. And another goal for a team that's really dominating this match. And they are the better side, and now the scoreline absolutely shows that. Now Brown. Dolberg. Got it back again from his teammate. Dolberg! Well, the kind of save you make after training every day for that kind of situation from close range. Swung in from the corner. Throw in coming up. Well, they've thrown the ball away there, literally to the opposition. Time is ticking away here, 4 minutes to go. Now Kouassi. He's cut it out. Dolberg. Ndidi. Crafting the through pass. Dolberg. This is a good opportunity to put the ball into the penalty. Should be a chance. Really good defending. If he hadn't touched it, it was a goal.
Now, one of the keepers thanking him for that bit of closing down by his defender.
Well, that's it. The final whistle.
When you score goals, you make headlines, and this man is the leading marksman in the league. Does he have another goal in his future today? And good evening on what is a perfect night for football. The floodlights shining down on the players as we speak. Derek Ray here on the commentary box, joined as always by former England defender Lee Dixon. And we're in position and ready to bring you live action from the German top flight, the Bundesliga. It's Fortuna Düsseldorf against Borussia Dortmund.
Thank you, Derek. Just flicking through my notes at this one. Everything pointing to a really lively matchup this is. Fingers crossed, eh?
Mikel Merino, and space for the cross. Not even close to troubling the goalkeeper.
Well, no, I can see what he's trying to do. He just got the technique all wrong. He'll get another chance.
And here's the starting 11 for Fortuna Düsseldorf. Looks as though they're going with the belt and braces approach.
Yeah, 5-3-2 or 3-5-2. The midfield will be flooded when they've got the ball. Defensively, those fullbacks will be asked to supply support to their three centre-backs, but it does enable you to play two strikers up front.
Well, that would be straightforward for any keeper. Looks promising, this. It's there for him! And he got to it fairly easily. Mikel Merino. Well, I'm sure the visitors will be thinking about claiming all 3 points here, Lee. They do know that if results go their way, they could... And he's broken free! No real threat, you've got to say. Ilaima Ritra. Always difficult to predict in advance who might decide a game, but you could make a strong case for this man. Lee, what are you anticipating seeing from him?
Well, I love watching him. He's got quick feet.
Gnabry! A truly magnificent start. An early goal in the game, just what they were hoping to produce. So back in business in this match, and Borussia Dortmund hold the lead. Tremendous intuition to win it back. A sloppy pass, but he really is danger personified. But in this game, Lee, what do you think we might see from him?
Well, he's had a terrific start to the season, hasn't he, Derek? Been so lethal in front of goal. And while there's still a long way to go, wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't go on and break the scoring record. Wouldn't be surprised too if he doesn't notch a couple more today.
Brown. Well, pass after pass, maybe they can chisel an opportunity. Ilaima Ritra. Kunu. An important interception. Well, for more on the injury, let's go down to our reporter, Jeff Shreves.
He landed really awkwardly on his shoulder there and is in some discomfort. But he's a tough cookie. I think he'll stay out there.
Cheers, Jeff. Read it magnificently and intercepted. Fine cross into the middle. Well, body in the way. Brown. And Edouard with it. It's with Mikel Merino. And it's a story of forward momentum from Borussia Dortmund. Can they produce? But he knew he had to get to the ball, and he did. Now, can he deliver accurately? It's with Mikel Merino. And not afraid to have a go from long range. They've regained possession. Gnabry. Is this the moment? Almost what you might call a jaw-dropping save.
Oh, he's got no right to make that save. It's absolutely fantastic.
Given away. Well, they must exercise caution standing off as they are. Targets available. Cross comes in. Not too fussy in clearing his lines. Maya. Merino. Very good reading of the game to win possession back. Gnabry. Staunch rearguard action. Dortmund unable to keep it. Araujo. Kunu. Alert defending. Well, he was in the right place to intercept. Gomez. Maya. And Edouard with it. Well, they've lost possession of the ball. Gliding through the gears. What can he do from here? Brown. And he takes on the shot. An opportunity to add to their advantage, but not taken.
It was worth an effort, wasn't it? Too much space was given to him. He takes the shot on.
Araujo. And after that fantastic effort, it's gone out for a throw-in. Schwab. Marco Ilaima Aritra. Well, they continue their push for the equaliser, but definitely not forcing it. Keeper's contribution, but what next? The ball with Maya. Thuram. It's an enterprising Dortmund attack. Can they take advantage of the situation? Mensah. Schwab. An inability to keep hold of the ball there. Salcedo. It's with Mikel Merino. Sancho now. Mikel Merino. Jadon Sancho. Brown. It's with Mikel Merino. We've had the official word. There will be a minimum of 2 added minutes. Gnabry! Well, the goalkeeper doing what he's paid to do. And it is a Dortmund corner. And so it is, the first half story